Hello everyone, I'm Chris Erkley and welcome to your Wednesday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. It is a guilty verdict for Davia James, guilty of second-degree murder, the murder of her infant son in Banning. I'm joined now by Press Enterprises' John Asbury. John, last week it was a guilty second-degree murder charge for the stepfather. Now today for Davia James. You were in the courtroom.
Right, and the jury came back today after deliberating for a few days, and they determined that Davia James was guilty of second-degree murder because she didn't seek medical attention for her child after he had been abused by the father, Andrew Payne.
And probably not a surprising outcome based on what you saw in the courtroom, but the father of Davia James you spoke to outside the courtroom right after the verdict, he had a different opinion.
Right, and this was a more difficult case for the prosecution to prove because Davia James didn't actually inflict harm on the child. The boy was left to suffer in her bed for 2 days, and she took him to the hospital about 4 a.m. 2 days later when she heard him struggling to breathe. And the grandfather was outside the courtroom, and he said that he felt it was an unfair trial, that she was a good mother, and she didn't actually murder her child.
And going forward now, sentencing for both comes up in November. What do we expect?
Well, the charges both carry a maximum of something to life in prison. Now, the judge has discretion. I know the defense was hoping to possibly pursue probation for James, but you hardly ever see that on a murder charge.
All right, John, thanks for joining us. That does it for our Wednesday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. Be sure to stay tuned right here on PE.com for the latest on this story.